Thank you very much. Okay, it will be a 20 minutes presentation in English with a 17 slide, no more. Okay, this slide. Okay, four parts, three parts, I'm sorry. The first presentation about Thales, but you get it this morning, but we will examine the issue in real estate of Thales. Second part is an exercise. It's not an exercise, it's a journey, as you said. Then Copernic, that we completely refound the FM in Thales. And conclusion will be the retake, the return of experiences, what we have done after 3 years of this exercise. Okay, I will be very quick about Thales. Since this morning we made 13 billion euro, no change about figure, but what is important for you probably is not really the activity, is probably what about and what are the issues in terms of real estate. 3.4 million square meter worldwide, meaning 115 sites, more than 2,000 square meter, and we have 61,000 head count. For France, we have 47 major sites with a 34,000 head count, meaning 1,200,000 square meter in France. The real estate department in Thales, depending from HQ operation, and we engage each year 650 million euro for lease, for works, and for FM, we engage 300 million euro that we engage for hard services, and this is the maintenance, for the soft services, as you said, the cleaning and the welcome, for the energy, plus not consider on this figure, the catering and the commercial vehicle. We have a global policy in Thales, and we give the power on site. Brief piece of history in Thales. 20 years ago, or more, 25 years ago, after the Berlin Wall down, Thales decided to stop the B2C business, and we sold all the civil activity according of the emerging of globalization, and we decided to refocus on the military and B2B business. For this, we have decided to buy our major competitor in Europe, in Australia, in South Africa. We have no money for this. For this, we sold our property, our building. We never leave the building, we lease the building. We sold, we get the money, and we buy the competitor. And the question was, what about the person dedicated for the maintenance to this building? What about the person dedicated for the services given to the Thales headcount? We have not sold this person. There was no market for this. We found a company named Faceo, and we transferred 2,000 people in this company, and this company, Faceo, completely controlled by Thales, make the facility management operation in Thales in Europe till June 2010. In June 2010, we sold this company to the market, and a big French company named Vinci bought this company and decided to build a facility management activity, and they found the Vinci facility activity. So in September 2010, in the real estate department, we create the facility management department. Never existed before because it was Faceo. And my job was to redesign the facility management and to design the global policy. What have we done exactly? We have visited 40 sites worldwide. We have designed the standard level agreement in line with the best practices FM, with the best practice in Thales, and local regulation. And the SLA was designed to deliver, as I said, the right service at the right cost, including the KPI. That means I have manufactured a catalog, 18 SLA, including standard services plus specific services, and we consider that specific services cannot exceed 10% of the global services, and 90% of services are mandatory and consistent. The list of services is very easy for you to understand. We have 10 hard services from HVAC, high voltage, security, inspection, lifting equipment. Okay, this is what you are doing every day. Plus, one SLA named site management. What does it mean? How you can manage the site. Question asked to the provider, how they can manage the site according to this 10 hard services. For soft services, we have designed six soft services, from the welcome desk to the handling and relocation, plus one SLA named man guarding. We have a defense and security company, and the SLA security is major and important for Thales. And for each SLA, the supplier need to quote the manpower, need to quote the external manpower, and spread according to the standard and specific SLA. We have designed a common policy for the variable cost and what we say the various work, the minor work, including the work project. And we adjust the level of maintenance for the hard services to the level 4. That means we have a 1 to 5 level. 5 is the last level. We adjust to high level, number 4. That means we have built and construct a common language in Thales. Secondly, what we have done, we have designed the reporting tool according to the SLA and KPI and fully automatized. That means automatically this reporting capture the data, the input, and display green, red, orange, plus value to the Thales site manager and to the supplier provider site manager. But we give the power, and we give the power to modify manually the color of the indicator. That means we accept the complete subjectivity from the Thales site manager and from the service provider. And it was not an easy exercise to the people to oblige to discuss and to accept the color, green, orange, red, according to performance that they are the only person to appreciate on the site. And this exercise is made monthly per site, quarterly per group of site, and yearly at the global vision and country vision. Plus, we completely separate the FM operation and the purchase operation. That's been the reporting meeting each month with the Thales site manager and the service provider site manager. There is no purchase department. It's just the operational vision of the operation, and after we send the result to the purchase department. The third pillar of the Copernic exercise was to construct an easy contract and a robust, what we say, master agreements. When I start on this business in Thales, the first contract named Master Agreement, MSA, MSA1, MSA2, they make 120 pages for just lawyer penalties and the KPI. Okay, consider that there is no sense. It's not usable. We reduce completely the contract, and for example, in France, the contract makes just 18 pages for 100 million euro per year. That means it's very light, very easy to understand from the Thales people and from the service provider. And on this contract, just to design the SLA and KPI definition, the price, duration, 5 years. This is my policy to give time to the two parties to understand what is services and to give time to improve the services. There is no minimum, maximum turnover, and there is possibility to be flexible and reverse engineering. The last pillar is the Faceo story. Do you remember we switched 2,000 Thales people in Faceo company, but in fact, we keep in the company some people just to manage the Faceo people working on Thales, and after move to other service provider. There was no job family in Thales, and my job was to create and to identify a job family in Thales. That means I made what was said, the job description in Thales, what is the job to do to drive the different service provider, identify the population, organize a management program with a salary, level, position, education, training, and my job is to give a lot of education to these people. Worldwide, in Thales, there is exactly less than 300 people considering 115 sites. That means in Thales, few people, 2 people per site maximum, are in charge of facility management operation. This is the reason why we are on integrated facility management model. We are an engineering company, and we have designed our proper database according the SLA, according the KPI, to know exactly what is the best price and the appropriate cost regarding the service provider quotation. We have 2 leverage. The first leverage is easy, it's very easy, and you use it probably by ratio per square meter, per office, per head count. The second method, because we are an engineering company, we have the capacity to have an analytic reconstruction of the price of the supplier. And this is a real leverage to challenge the price of the supplier according the SLA, KPI, according the site, according cluster of site, according to the country. What is very interesting is that Europe, Australia, Canada, for example, we have exactly the same ratio for hard and soft services and man guarding. This is very interesting. And we have a sometime mitigation strategy according the SLA's pricing, the site pricing, and the market pricing. After this exercise that we start in 2011 and stop in 2012, in France we have saving 12 million euro, including 9 million for fixed costs. In UK we save 12%, Italy, Netherlands, Germany less than 8%. Okay, this is a real exercise. Yeah, this is a real exercise named cockpit management. And in Thales, all the people are very happy regarding this exercise, and all the suppliers are very happy regarding this exercise. In France, we work with Vinci Facility. In UK, we work with MITI. In Italy, we work with a Concentra and a company named Dual. In Spain, Concentra and Dual. In Italy, we work with CD Impianti and Dussmann. In Germany, we work with Bilfinger. And I can present in my boss the result of this exercise. But what does it mean? Yeah. What does it mean? Does it mean that this cockpit management don't say the performance of the facility management? And this is an important concept to understand. Sure, we switch purchase on one side and FM on the other side. But we never say the performance using this purely cockpit management. SLI, KPI, reporting, ratio, price. You can see many items and many input, many square meter, many ratio. This cockpit management never say the performance of the facility management. Sure, we have described the services by SLA and KPI. Sure, the supplier quote the services and deliver the services according our description. But what about the understanding of the services by the end user? What about the relevance of the services by the end user. And now we start this exercise in March 2011, and we continue this exercise today. But the future for Thales is starting from what we want, SLA, KPI, to go for what we want this cleaning, for what we want this cooling, for what we want this kind of gardening or level of gardening. And this is not the same concept. What is easy for the supplier to quote? You say what, you say how much, and you organize the KPI. When you say for what, you engage the supplier in your business model, and he is obliged to answer how I can do or how I will do, how I will deliver the services, forget the price. And when you say for what, when the supplier answers how I will do, in this case, you can design the value added. That means you can design the price, not the cost, the price of the services, the price that you accept to pay and the cost that the supplier accepts to invest to deliver the service. Yeah. No more? You request to me to be quick.